Hello, beautiful people. Here we are again, making sure that we got the feed going here. Looks like it's working okay. Maybe a little latent. No, we're good to go. Okay, cool. So, like I said, Indulgent week continues. Thursday, September 11th. And without any further ado, I want to introduce to you guys one of the newer establishments out here in Bluffton. I have Amanda Fox, owner of Flatbread Grill in Bluffton and Hilton Head, and head chef Ken Rowan. Hi, guys.
Hi, Nick.
How are you?
Good.
Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. So, Amanda, you and I connected quite a few years ago in your past life.
Yeah.
Which I'm still living that life a little bit, but yeah, we're on to bigger and better things. And obviously Flatbread Grill on Hilton Head has been around for a while. Very popular place down there in Coligny. I was just down there yesterday with John Cranford. We were recording some stuff at Slow Country Barbecue, which hopefully will be coming out in the next day or two. But I was really excited when you told me that you're going to be opening up a location out here, because you really filled a void in what I like to call like the 170 corridor out here on the outer edges of town, out here in Bluffton, because we don't really have like a ton of options in terms of, bars for people to hang out in. Like specifically, so Sunday I came over, obviously, and enjoyed some brunch, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But we didn't really have a ton of options for, like, someone would ask me like, oh, where should I go, or where can I go to watch a football game, or where can I go to, hang out? And it almost immediately became, the kind of like the new hotspot, right, in town. As far as you got that, it's really cool. You first of all, you got a really nice, bright, vibrant indoor space. You guys are directly across the parking lot from the Publix at May River Crossing, so you got that really nice space. You got the bar you got tables outside, and you got the bar that the windows, which you could see behind you, are opened up, so you can have people sitting outside, you can have people sitting inside. I popped over there one of the first couple of days, and I was supposed to come in for lunch, and I had one of those identity theft crises that prevented me from doing so. But within the next day or two after that, I came over to get some takeout, and the place was buzzing. I think it was probably a Friday night, and I was excited because I'm like, living out here, it's much different than, being back in New Jersey, where you could order food from somewhere and it would have it delivered within like 10 minutes. It's just super convenient for me. If I want to, get some takeout, I can be there and back in, 20, 25 minutes. You guys are right down the road from me. So talk about how things have, it's been, I want to say March, right?
February, yeah. End of February, we opened our door.
End of February, right? So we're coming up on basically like almost 6 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how have things been going for you guys so far?
It's been great. I mean, we were very surprised at the reaction that we got when we first opened. That first weekend, that first week, it was crazy in here. And when we spoke, when you came in to get your takeout that night, I told you it was like a holiday weekend on the island for us.
I remember that
we were doing. It was that crazy, and it was just a really great reaction that we got from the community, and we're really grateful for that. And it's been great since day one. We've had a strong following. We've got great regulars that come in every night, see us, hang out at the bar, have drinks, food. It's been a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that. It was, and obviously you're very familiar with, because you've owned Flatbread on Hilton Head for a long time, so you're very familiar with what a holiday weekend rush looks like. and you were getting those kind of vibes, at the end of February, end of February, beginning of March, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's very exciting. And now that we're into football seasons and for the full swing, this is your first football season over there. Obviously, we had opening day. I cut out because I had to run some other errands and get back home because I was on dog and cat duty over here. But I got to enjoy some really good brunch. It seemed like even before kickoff, it was like an hour before, two before kickoff, you already had people showing up in their jerseys and everything like that. So I assume Sunday was probably pretty busy, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's get right into it. So when I picked up that night, I went with a couple of the flatbread pies, which were really good. I think we got like the margarita here, right?
Yep, that's the margarita.
That was very nice.
Uh-huh.
And then we had another one, which was this, what do you call this one with the balsamic?
That's the bruschetta.
Yeah, the bruschetta. I really like this one.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's classic.
This is a different, style of pizza, these flatbreads. Ken, talk a little bit about, because when I was looking and poking around online, I know you had some really strong reviews out of the gate with people talking about the dough and things like that. So talk about how these pies are, what's unique about them and what goes into the preparation here with these.
Well, what makes it unique and what makes it flatbreads is we make the dough fresh, probably 4 to 6 times a week, depending on volume. But it's all made from scratch, and we ball it ourselves. We mix it ourselves. We press it to order. We don't do anything in advance. We want every pizza to be exactly like that picture. And everything from the marinara sauce we make in house. But those attention to detail, that's what makes it special, and that's what gets those strong reviews. And yeah, we could save time by ordering dough, and we'd rather just make it ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. You want it fresh made. You can definitely tell the difference in the taste and the texture and things like that when the dough is made fresh in house. I think a couple people had mentioned, I think a couple things that I saw online that people said that you guys actually sell the dough for people to take home. Is that true?
I will for people.
Yeah.
It's not something we advertise, but
Yeah.
I've had a couple people from your neck in the woods who just love the dough and said, "Hey, is it okay if I buy a couple?" I said, "Sure, absolutely."
There's really no better compliment than that, right?
Absolutely, it makes you feel good.
Yeah, I mean, if people, when they're that into it and they're like, "Oh, I think I actually want to, I want to take some of this and I want to make some pizza at home." I know that people like to do that stuff at home, so that's a great compliment. What I most enjoyed was this one here with the lobster. What do you guys call this one again?
That one's the New Englander.
This was really good. I don't get me wrong. I it's not that I dislike. I'm okay with red sauce. Sometimes it disagrees with me a little bit reflux wise. I don't know if it's the acidity or something like that, but I like all different kinds of pizza. But especially when I'm trying a newer place, I like to try something that's a little bit different, and this jumped off the page to me. I remember
this is a newer pizza that we've had this one on our menu for about a year now, and it's been a really good seller for us. People really like it.
It was really good. What else is on there besides the lobster?
So we have a house-made white sauce that we use as a base.
Right.
Mozzarella cheese. We do our shrimp that are cooked in Old Bay seasoning.
Yep.
And lobster meat, and it's actual lobster meat.
Legit lobster
Maine
meat.
Lobster. Yep, claw, knuckle, and leg.
Very good. That was outstanding. I really enjoyed that. So one of the other things that I went with, which was great. I mean, and I'm going to come back to the regular wings that I tried with the brunch the other day. But when I did the to-go order, I did some boneless wings, and I thought that these were really strong. You got the buffalo here with the blue cheese. These were some serious chunks of chicken, crispy, very well seasoned. Sometimes I just want to go boneless, sometimes I just want to keep things simple. You know, I came home, I laid it all out on the kitchen island, the 3 pies, the boneless wings. We got the regular buffalo, and then I think I went with what was this, like a garlic parmesan one? Probably one of the other flavors.
Yeah, that's the garlic farm.
Yeah, that was really tasty as well. And I like to do, like, you know, and this is what I did too the other day. I like to go, sometimes I like to go a little blue cheese. And then if I do some of the other different flavors, I like to go with some ranch as well. And the other thing that I enjoyed was the shrimp appetizer. It was kind of like a bang bang kind of shrimp kind of thing, right?
That's our best selling appetizer that we have right now, is that bang bang shrimp. That's,
Is it really?
yeah, day in and day out. That's consistently sold, you know. That's a good one to go for.
Ken, talk about the sauce that you use on this shrimp for a second.
So it's our twist on a typical bang bang shrimp, and it's sweet, but it has some heat on the back end.
Yep.
And we sell so much of it, I probably have to make large batches 4 to 5 times a week. People eat it up.
There's definitely a kick with that shrimp. I enjoyed the sauce, was very nice. So when Amanda and I were talking a week or two ago, she said that you guys were going to start out doing some brunch, and I was really excited. So let me pull that up real quick here. Pretty sizable brunch menu that we got. Give me 1 second here. I'll pull up my. There we go. All right, so the brunch menu. You got a breakfast pizza with a sausage gravy base. I'm gonna have to come back around for that, maybe even this weekend, because we didn't do a pizza when I was over there the other day, but a sausage gravy base sounds outstanding to me. You got a breakfast burrito, fajita bowl. You got your all-American breakfast, you know, your standard breakfast combo. But I really think the star of the show, or one of the 2 stars of the show on Sunday, was this brunch burger. This was really good. 5.5-ounce Angus burger topped with a fried egg, cheddar cheese, bacon, lettuce, tomato, pickle, and onion with some home-style potatoes. This burger was seasoned really well. And with the bacon and the cheddar, sometimes I'm not thrilled about like the flavor when cheddar melts, but this retained its flavor despite being melted on the burger. And of course with the bacon there, and you even had some nice toppings there too, with the super fresh lettuce, tomato. I really like those pickles and the red onion. I was knife and fork in this one, and I was trying a couple different things, so I got about halfway through it, and I really enjoyed it. And then the next day, I had the rest of it left over with the home style potatoes, actually for breakfast. I got a big day ahead of me, so I wanted to start out with a nice strong breakfast. So that really hit the spot. But what I was really blown away by, Ken, was your chicken and waffles. Now, there's a lot of places around here that have chicken and waffles, and this really hit the spot. First of all, the photo doesn't do it justice, just how hefty this slab of chicken was on this waffle. I mean, it's literally the one piece of chicken is covering almost the entire waffle here. And you had some blueberries and a couple pieces of strawberries underneath. You see the one blueberry sticking out there on the side. Of course, a little fruit salad on the side. And then probably what really tied it all together more than anything else was this syrup that you have. Tell me about this. You were telling me about this this hot honey syrup that you did with this. This was really awesome.
Yeah, so it's a house-made hot honey maple syrup. So you still get your sweet, but you still get your heat as well. And this dish still lets the chicken be the star of the dish. Still a chicken and waffle. We don't want to hide it with a bunch of other toppings. We want the chicken to shine, which I feel like we've done a pretty good job of that.
Absolutely. It was very spicy. I mean, not like overwhelmingly spicy, but really had a nice kick. And then rounding out the breakfast menu, you got shrimp and grits, which of course is a Southern staple down here. You incorporate the sausage gravy in with that as well. I really got to take I probably should have grabbed a shot of that gravy just to sample it when I was there, but I'll come back around for it. And then, of course, on the lighter side, some avocado toast with spring mix and a little lemon vinaigrette on the side. You top that English muffin with a Greek yogurt spread, sliced avocado, cucumber, tomatoes, and again, that spring mix with lemon vinaigrette on the side. You guys got a couple Benedicts. You got the crab cake Benedict and the classic eggs Benedict. You got a couple different omelets. That New Englander omelet's basically the same concept as the New Englander flatbread, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. We tried to incorporate a little bit of the same style that we do for dinner in our brunch menu with our omelets, especially. You've got the meat lovers. You've got the New Englander. So it's the same ingredients that we use on our pizzas and the omelets.
Sounds really good. Yeah, so like we said, you got really a number of options here. This full page brunch menu. You got an expansive menu for lunch and dinner as well, which is awesome. And in addition to the chicken and waffle and the brunch burger, I got a delightful Bellini, which is a little bit different. What was your bartender's name that was there that day? She was wearing that Atlanta Falcons jersey.
That's Quiche.
Quiche. I told her she reminded me of my my friend Keisha, who was my loan processor back in New Jersey when I was working at my original mortgage company that I worked at. And we always had a fun relationship. And she, not just because of her name, she reminded me of Keisha because she had a really, really, really bright personality. And I think that's part of what it is. Your staff is very welcoming, and it's a fun, like, vibrant place to be. And vibrant was this cocktail. She incorporated, I think she said it was a strawberry puree. Is that what gives it that pink hue?
So I make a peach simple syrup.
Okay.
I boil down whole peaches and a little bit of raspberry into the simple syrup and let it cool for about 30 minutes. And I mean, it packs a punch. It is so good.
It was really nice. It was real. I'm not the biggest Bellini guy, but I said, yeah, why not? Let's start off the day with a Bellini. And it was really tasty. You got a couple of raspberries there on the hanging out across the top. I dropped those guys in there, and then I feel bad. She said, "You want me to make you a Bloody Mary for your photos?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And then as soon as she put that thing down on the table, I started taking it down. Had a nice piece of okra. I think it had a slice of lemon or lime on there. And I mean, Bloody Mary's up my alley. That's my favorite, whether I'm making them at home or whether I'm enjoying it going with brunch. So yeah, both of those cocktails were very nice. I enjoyed those. And then I moved on to some not necessarily brunch menu items, but some lunch menu. And let me tell you, Ken, these wings were really good. You got me with the regular buffalo, and then you got me with half a dozen of the tiger sauce. And as I often do, I'm leaving with leftovers. And I had, like I said, I was with Cranford over at Slow Country, and we shared the McMansion burger, which was a triple patty in addition to their brisket sandwich, plus fries, plus some shrimp and crab gumbo. So I wasn't hungry last night when I got home, but then around 8-9 o'clock, I was like, I started to feel the hankering for something. And let me tell you, man, these wings hit the spot at about 9:30 last night. I don't normally eat that late, but they were really good. And that tiger sauce is something special. Tell us about what goes into that sauce.
So it's kind of my own little recipe, and I've been waiting for a while to be able to have the freedom to serve it. And Amanda and Bruce were both on board, and now I get to share it with not only you but our guests every single day.
Yeah, those wings were really good. Nice and crispy. The sauce was really nice. And of course, I did the combo, the blue cheese, and then also the ranch. I went blue cheese with the buffalo, and then I went ranch with the tiger sauce wings. So those are really good. And then you hit me with it. You snuck up on me with a little bit of a special that's something that you can't normally find around here. So let's talk about these crab claws.
So this was Amanda's idea. She just told me make it happen, and this is what you get right here. So it's fried blue crab fingers, served with a red pepper aioli, and I mean they're incredible. And there's nowhere else that you can find them.
I polished off almost this entire order in one sitting.
That was the last thing I gave you.
It was the last thing. I couldn't stop. I took down one, and I was like DJ Khaled, and another one, and another one. It was really good. I think I ended up maybe with like a half a dozen left over. Threw those in the mix with the wings last night. Like I said, late night for a little late night snack. Just threw them in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes or so with the wings, and those were nice. And again, you said blue crab claws, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, those are not something that you're going to find that often around here. So, yeah, the brunch menu was a big hit. I think that people are going to really like that. And I wanted to, as we transition to, like I said, summer is winding down, right? So we're heading into fall. You guys got right to it in terms of, and I'm going to share my screen here. I got the Facebook page opened up. You guys got right into it in terms of events and things like that. So I know you got trivia with Tim Wood. What day of the week is that, Amanda?
That's Tuesdays. Tuesdays at 6:30.
Tuesdays at 6:30. Get the sign right on the door there. For those of you who are trivia buffs, man, look at this thing. This is the black and blue pizza with Angus steak, blue cheese crumbles, mushrooms, red onion, and a touch of balsamic reduction. So let's talk about, as we go into, well, look at this, Margarita Mondays, $5 house margaritas. These nachos, oh my God, look at that thing. You can do groups. Talk about some of the events that we got coming up, or some of the deals and things like that. You
Margarita Monday, every Monday, $5 house margaritas. Got the trivias on Tuesday. Every Wednesday we have Wine Wednesday, which is half off of our premium bottles of wine. And that's always a great night to come out. It's a really good deal to take advantage of that. If you make it between 4 to 6, you can also hit up our happy hour. We do that every day of the week. Got some really good deals. You can get that bang bang shrimp between $6 and $7 on happy hour. We do $1 off beer and wine, $2 off cocktails for happy hour. And then you've got Saturday and Sunday, which is those game day deals right there.
Game day menu. 10-inch pizza with any 2 toppings, $9. Buffalo chicken dip, $7. 12 bone-in or boneless wings. You got buffalo, lemon, pepper, garlic parm, which we showed you before. Barbecue, hot honey barbecue, tiger sauce, appetizer sampler platter, avocado roll-ups, mozzarella sticks, and coconut shrimp. And, of course, these drink deals, mimosa, sangria, skinny Bellini, $5. You can get a bucket of Trulies for $20, a domestic bucket for $15, domestic bottles $4, house liquor $4, draft beer $6. Those are some pretty strong prices. There you see quiche with the buffalo chicken dip. That's good stuff. I'm a big buffalo chicken dip fan myself. Southwest blackened shrimp salad. I mean, I said to Cranford yesterday when we were recording down at Slow Country, I got to stop doing these early morning things because I'm like, it's not even like 11 o'clock a.m. and I'm already starving here. Yeah, there's the happy hour menu for the drinks. House liquor, like we said, $4. Draft beer, $6. Domestic bottles, $4. House wine, $6. And you got these appetizers, $7, $6, $7, $6, $7, $6. Guys, this is an incredible deal. 6 boneless wings for $6. 6 bone-in wings for $7 with all those different sauces. You're going to be hard-pressed to find this kind of value for this kind of quality in town. Southern fried salad looks good with the crispy chicken tenders. Oh my God, September pizza of the month, the carnivore. Chicken, bacon, pepperoni, sausage, and Canadian bacon. You got you guys got a nice variety of beers. There's those fried blue crab claws with the red pepper aioli. And of course, like Amanda said, Wine Wednesday, half off premium bottles of wine. So there's a lot of good stuff going on over here at Flatbread Grill. You guys really got to check this out. I know that you got the staff coming in any minute, so we're going to cut this off. We're going to make this the Indulgent half hour today, which is totally fine. Talk about, before I let you guys go, again, May River Crossing Shopping Center across the parking lot from Publix. Before I let you guys go, Amanda, is there anything else that you want to cover? Anything else that you want the audience to know about?
I think we pretty much covered it. I mean, we're excited to get some more people in here, to get more people knowing about our brunch. Like you said, it's a great menu that we offer. Happy hour, we got some really great deals. So if you haven't had a chance to come by and check us out, I think now's the perfect time to do it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Go
ahead,
to build on that, Nick, those crab fingers, the blue crab, will be on our new fall menu that I don't have a date for it.
Sometime in November.
But it is in the works, and it'll also include a variety of tacos, including a bang bang taco.
Ooh.
We're going to have a buffalo chicken pizza. The buffalo chicken dip will be an appetizer, adding a steak pasta. So there's a lot of good stuff coming over here.
Did you say steak pasta?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That sounds wild. Yeah, I'm a big buffalo chicken pizza guy. I love buffalo chicken dip. That's music to my ears. We're not ready to say goodbye to summer yet, guys, right? I mean, I know it's only technically a calendar. It's only a couple of weeks away. But, you know, down here in the Low Country, specifically in Hilton Head, Bluffton, you know, our summer, you know, that's another thing I was talking to Cranford about yesterday. You know, it's really the best time of the year. And when you have that setup, you know, because I'm not going to lie, the humidity hasn't left yet. So Sunday, I was getting a little glossy because we had the place that was open, and I run hot as it is, so that's just me. I tend to run hot, but with that open air concept, as we roll into when the temperatures come down to 80s and 70s, that's really the best time of the year to have that kind of open air type of thing. You don't have to worry about the bugs. You're not getting the humidity. I mean, you guys had the air pumping in there. It was comfortable, but then you start getting elbow deep in wings like I was, and you're going brunch burger and chicken and waffles and stuff like that. I was definitely getting a little warm, but that's because, you know, we got that fake fall tease a week or two ago, and then that heat and humidity came back and slapped us in the face. But September, October, best time of the year down here. I didn't get to experience that until, you know, I came down in 20 on a mission, on a business trip to find a house. I said, we're not leaving before we put a deposit down on a house. And the mission was successful. And then I moved in here permanently in April of 21. You get that nice weather too in February and March heading into the spring. But I've always been a big fall guy between the football and that fall weather. So it's really the perfect time of the year for you guys to get out to Flatbread Grill and Bar, again at the May River Crossing, of course, as well. For those of you who want to venture down to Coligny now, I know everybody sometimes gets scared off by the tourists. Now the tourists are
quieter now. Yeah, come on down.
Quieter down in Coligny. There was some activity down there yesterday. I'll say that. And so you got two options. You got Flatbread Grill and Bar out here in Bluffton. You got Flatbread Grill over in Coligny. This is a really nice space. Again, you know, congratulations to you guys on you know, approaching your 6 month tenure out here. Like I said, on the outskirts of Bluffton. You got your football on the weekends, guys, college on Saturdays, pro football on Sundays. Go out and check out that brunch menu. Take advantage of these specials. Ken's going to keep it coming, I know, with his creativity in the kitchen and his team. You got a pretty sizable squad back in the kitchen too, right? I mean, I saw it was like 5 or 6 people at once working back there.
I think Sunday we had maybe 4.
Yeah, maybe I was seeing people coming back and forth from behind there, but I like how it's kind of like that open concept where you can kind of see what's going on, and you know, people come in, they see the smiling faces greeting them as they come in. It's a really nice setup. You got, again, a very large dining room, an expansive bar, indoor, outdoor. You got the tables outside, and you know, really strong menu that is constantly growing. So listen, thank you guys for taking the time. I know we're coming up on you know, quarter to 11 o'clock. You got everybody coming in, getting ready for the lunch rush. So Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. Look forward to coming back over and trying some more of this stuff. And keep me posted. Let me know when that fall menu is ready. Maybe we'll regroup and have you guys back on to spotlight a couple of those.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Thank you
for having us.
Of course. Thank you guys very much. Again, we have Amanda Fox and Ken Rowan, owner and head chef of Flatbread Grill and Bar in Bluffton. Get out there, folks. They got some good stuff. As always, stay hungry, my friends. Have a great day.